Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 5, Episodes 13 and 14. As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that is up on Patreon, and that's also where you can check out future reactions of The Big Bang Theory if you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel. Let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 5, Episodes 13 and 14.
Trying something new for dinner?
I don't think he does.
Humans would be different if they evolved from lizards instead of mammals.
No, but go on.
Lizard weathermen would say, bring a sweater, it's slow outside. I love my mind.
We all love your mind, Sheldon. One of a kind.
How about dinner?
Well, I would assume we'd enjoy insects or smaller lizards. Oh! Cardboard Mr. Spock is
That's
here.
meaningful. Leonard heard nothing.
Oh goody, oh goody, oh goody.
Excuse me.
Permission granted, Commander.
You're talking to yourself now, Sheldon. It's all right.
The more intelligent the monkey, the more feces they fling.
Excuse me, Amy.
She's going through the same thing.
Like a date?
Not like a date, a date.
Really? Really? I like this, Leonard. Decisive.
Okay, sure.
Oh no, they sent the wrong Spock.
What was wrong with Spock?
Live long and suck it, Zachary Quinto.
Dang, making it personal with the actor here. But wow, so maybe they're reopening the door to their relationship here. We'll see what happens this episode. No way it's gonna be that simple, though. No way.
If Leonard and Penny get back together, Howard and I can go on double dates with them.
How come you never invite Sheldon and me on a double date?
Not quite the same.
How's it going in there, Penny?
Rescue me, please.
Too much?
No.
Why do you think he asked you out again?
Because he's always been in
He's
love.
dying. That would be so romantic.
What is this, like a movie? A cheesy movie?
If he were, she could just throw him in bed and ride him right up until he flatlines.
Dang, just like Hallmark. Wow.
How about this? Maybe.
Come on.
Talk about the extremes here, Penny. Wow.
Do you think you'll sleep with him tonight? Absolutely not.
That means maybe.
If he were dying, would you sleep with him? If he were dying of something that couldn't be sexually transmitted.
Okay, he is not dying.
How do you know? Are you a doctor?
Sometimes Howard and I pretend that his arrhythmia is acting up and I'm a sexy cardiologist.
Little role play.
The part is, I'm not in his HMO network.
It's just dinner. With a dead man. If something goes wrong, then what? Just be Sheldon and me going on a double date with Howard and Bernadette.
Bernadette's like, please, make it work.
We'd love that. Change your clothes, we got a lot riding on this.
Good call, Bernadette.
I want to build a road, but I need wood.
What game is this?
If you fellas have wood? I don't understand the laughter. Who has wood for my sheep?
How do I look?
More to the point, why are you doing this?
What do you mean, why?
It took you 2 years and defiling my sister to turn that frown upside down.
It is never. The frown has been there always.
You want to know my opinion?
Oh, boy, do I.
Sarcasm?
No.
She's the exact opposite of your first romantic attachment, your mother.
Oh, wow. Very Freudian.
It's in her book, Needy Baby, Greedy Baby.
That doesn't make it true.
Called nonfiction for a reason.
Nonfiction can be wrong.
Never make a movie version of that book. You know who should play Leonard's mother? Sandra Bullock, because she's great in everything.
Okay, that's a good enough reason. I agree with that.
Does anyone have any wood? Why are you making it so hard?
Poor Sheldon. He's easy to pick on when Leonard's not there with him.
Pretend we're actually on a first date.
Okay.
Could go well.
Okay, let's see. I'm from Nebraska, coming a movie star. I've done a hemorrhoid commercial and a production of Anne Frank above a bowling alley. You know, dreams do come true.
It's work in progress.
Just gotten a big government grant used to knock out incoming ballistic missiles.
Can they?
Oh, God, no.
Oh.
And I used the equipment to make my own bat signal.
Bat signal? What are you, some kind of nerd?
Not some kind of nerd. I am the king of nerd. If anyone displeases me, I don't help them set up their printer.
That's how he punishes.
You are so funny.
Remember that when I take my shirt off. So what do you think? Are we gonna get back together?
You know I will always have feelings for you.
Oh, God.
What?
Sounds more like something you'd say if you didn't want a relationship with someone.
That's kind of true.
How would you say it?
I have feelings for you.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Now they're arguing on their first date.
See, this is where everything goes wrong when we talk.
I don't know how you have a relationship without talking.
It's difficult.
By TJ for 8 months, we never talked. To this day, I don't even know what TJ stands for.
8 months, it's a long time.
Now that I have some wood,
Oh, Sheldon. Poor Sheldon. No one's gonna help him.
and the erection of my settlement.
No. This is all accidental.
You and Penny decide to go out and paint the town beige.
You're 30 years old and you live with your mother.
I guess it didn't go well.
No.
All we know, Leonard is home. Back to our game.
You were in the middle of an erection?
Sheldon's like, yes, I was.
Right here in my hand.
Oh my gosh. Dang, that sucks though. It went so badly. Is it Penny?
Do not overthink this.
Don't say anything to ruin this, please.
I don't understand.
Yes, no talking, please.
Even during, because sometimes I have questions.
Oh my gosh, Leonard, what do you mean, questions?
Well, that was fun.
Got the foot cramp.
You hung in there, though.
There's a lot at stake.
You said you wanted us to be together again, and I panicked.
That makes sense.
What if we do go out and I do something stupid and dump you again?
What if I dump you?
Come on, be serious.
Penny and Leonard 2.0. And if we both feel it's solid, then we'll roll it out to the public.
We don't tell people we're back together.
Exactly.
They're gonna find out quickly.
I still got one of your inhalers. I was gonna throw it away, but I just couldn't.
In 25 to 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how much this means to me.
Oh, Sheldon's gonna catch him. You didn't even get away with it for one day.
How's it going?
Come up with a cover story quick.
What are you doing up?
I was using the bathroom.
Yeah, well, so was I.
I didn't see you in there.
Good thing Sheldon is sleepy. His brain's not working.
I saw that you were in ours. I went and used another one. Gas station across the street.
He moved like the Flash.
Without shoes? On a cold winter's night? Did you bring your asthma inhaler?
Yes, I did.
Thank goodness he has one piece of evidence.
Did you make a purchase?
What?
The restroom at a retailer make a small purchase, did you?
No.
No.
Here's $2.
He's gonna make Leonard go back? Come on.
Go buy some beef jerky.
You just want a snack, Sheldon. That's what's going on.
I don't want beef jerky.
It's not about you.
Fine.
Needy baby, greedy baby, indeed. Leonard will be here in a moment. We were next to a car with an ask me about my grandchildren. If we ran into them on the way out, I'd be obligated to do so.
Sheldon, what kind of anxiety is that?
Surprised to see you here after it went so badly.
So we can still be friends.
I don't know if I could be friends with Howie if we broke up.
Why not?
I'm a very vengeful person.
Said with a smile. I believe it. I
With
believe it.
access to weaponized smallpox.
Holy. Tread carefully.
Sometimes these things just don't work out.
Yeah.
Come on, they're being too happy. It's gonna be obvious.
I'm making a point.
It's the point that you don't know when to let something go.
Before you say something you both regret, I'd like to place my order.
You know why we can't be together? Because you always have to be right.
Not true.
I gotta go with Leonard on this. He is wrong more than anyone.
More than anyone?
When our new waitress comes over, you will not start a complicated on-again, off-again relationship. I'm very, very hungry.
Can you imagine? That would be a plot twist. Oh, here we go. We have a pattern starting.
Unbelievable.
Are you gonna complain, really?
Mind explaining to me why you were being such a jerk at the restaurant? Well, we decided to stay friends. You're always being such a tool bag. The hell do you think you're going?
Isn't sex after fighting kind of what we do now?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Penny's like, yeah, good point. What can I say? More passion, maybe.
Every scenario I play out for you and me ends badly.
It's because you overthink everything.
That is true.
Listening to me?
What? Yeah.
I distinctly ordered the Leonard...
We're having a flashback here?
Why would I feel safer with Zachary Quinto at the foot of my bed?
Penny, do you have plans for dinner?
Why, you guys going somewhere?
No, I mean just you and me.
Penny?
Do you, Penny, take Leonard to...
Whoa, talk about overthinking. Oh, shoot. That says it all right there.
Well, it's a little late for me to start saying no, isn't it? Just remembered I've got to stop by the drugstore.
Fun with flags. Fun.
Welcome to the premiere episode, Fun with Flags. Over the next 52 weeks,
I would subscribe to this channel.
explore the dynamic world of vexillology.
Hang on.
Co-host.
What's vexillology?
Is the study of flags.
Cool. I think I just learned something.
Did you have fun doing it?
I'll say.
Fun and information are two sides to this video. Oh, look. Hello, Mr. Beaver.
I did not know this.
What animal appears second most often on flags? And more.
Sweet.
Why are you waving a white flag?
I'm surrendering to fun.
Who wrote the script? 10 out of 10.
You gotta know how to hold them, you gotta know how to fold them. Let's start by identifying the parts of our flag. This edge
All right, I'm ready to take notes.
is used to carry...
Excuse me.
Oh, shoot. It was such a good take.
Sorry, I'm having dinner with Penny. I have to get out of here.
I have flag knowledge that I have to get out of here.
Is the dinner going to go better than it was in his imagination? I wonder.
And take two. You and I are going to explore the dynamic world of vexillology.
Hang on, Dr. Cooper.
Vexillology is... Why is there a face on that flag?
It's fun.
I thought he might help bring in some younger viewers.
You're right, it's brilliant. Let's take it from the top.
They're a good creative duo. You can see how it would work. Like I said, I would subscribe. I would watch those videos. But it's very interesting and kind of a creative way to approach it, where now we're going to have another version of events of Penny and Leonard here. And we get to compare the two, like how Leonard envisioned it versus how it actually goes.
I missed you.
You sure you just don't miss the sex?
Sex with you is pretty great. Have you ever tried it?
I have. You are not wrong. Take things slow.
I can take it slow. My first girlfriend in high school, to this day, she doesn't know we were going out.
That's a little bit too slow.
Familiar with the typical development for computer software?
Yeah, just for fun, let's say I'm not.
Hypothetically, I don't know.
And if we hit a rough spot, we report it so it can be fixed.
You mean like a beta test?
Technically, this would be an alpha test.
So do I not get credit for knowing beta test? All right, let's give it a shot.
Great.
Good night, Leonard.
Night. Nothing gets the ladies hotter than software development analogies.
Very romantic.
Hey, I'm back.
Cut!
Dang, they need to do this in a different room. And their battery is running low. 47! Why can't you edit it together, Sheldon?
It wasn't discovered until they competed against each other at the 1936 Olympics.
Never knew that.
Let's see the new phone.
I stopped on the way to work. Hey, do you want to peel the plastic off with me?
Really, me?
It's a very special moment. Phil from Modern Family would appreciate this.
Oh, yeah. Try the voice recognition.
Hey, I let you peel the plastic. Don't get greedy.
It's mine, my precious.
Hello?
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Siri.
Is Raj allowed to talk to Siri?
Are you single?
Don't have a marital status, if that's what you're asking.
Is that how Siri actually would respond?
How about a cup of coffee?
I found 6 coffee shops are fairly close to you.
I will see you gentlemen later.
I have a date with my phone. What are they watching?
Doctor Who sure does have a thing for modern day London.
Which Doctor Who is this, though? There's so many, right?
We're not counting this as a date, are we?
I think the right answer here is no.
When a guy asks me to spend time with him, maybe he planned something a little more interesting.
Even Doctor Who. Here,
What's this?
my bug report to you.
Oh, how's this gonna go? Not so smoothly, I guess.
Quite a list you got there.
It's color-coded.
Well, that makes it so much better.
Red means fix right away. Yellow is, yeah, whenever you get a chance.
I want to see the list. Come on, let's hear it.
There's a key down here at the bottom. It's neat, huh?
Yep.
This is a bug for you. This is not off to a great start. His imagination was better.
Someday we will tell future generations that dating used to be hard.
Oh, clueless as ever.
Hair too golden? Laugh too musical? World too much a better place for her mere presence in it?
This is what true infatuation looks like.
Constantly talks with food in her mouth.
Heart's full of love, no one cares what's in her mouth.
What are you doing right now?
What am I doing? I'm talking with you.
Beautiful voice.
It's nice to be appreciated.
I bet it is.
Raj is like, I'm getting somewhere.
Why don't women like me?
A web search for why don't women like me.
No need. I've already done that.
Would you like me to call you Raj?
I'd like you to call me sexy.
I'll call you sexy, okay?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's like, my dream woman.
Okay.
Wait till your parents find out about this.
Siri, I'm in the mood for gelato.
7 of them are fairly close to you.
Thank you, darling.
You're most certainly welcome, sexy.
That got Sheldon's attention.
Well done. You've taken a great evolutionary leap. Abandoning human interaction to romantically bond with a soulless machine. Kudos.
He's actually proud.
You're afraid the world isn't ready for your taboo love. It's just a phone.
Koopa?
What do you want?
Professor Watman urinated in the particle physics web again.
Again?
Move up his retirement party.
Friday morning to make my famous pop-up.
Siri, can you recommend a West one?
I don't understand recommend a Westawan.
You suck, Siri.
Hey, don't talk to her like that.
Show some respect to Siri.
That Wadey took high-res pictures of my junk last night for Quaig's Whist.
Oh my gosh, we do not need to ever hear that.
Ready to go?
Hang on, let me just finish this chapter. We'd have more fun things to talk about if I read more.
Here we go. A little passive-aggressive energy.
What are you reading?
2 weeks to rock hard apps.
A lot to talk about there.
The ending, right in the name of that, don't they?
It's not about the end, it's about the journey.
Let me just go find a pair of shoes. We wouldn't want you to feel like you were out for a walk with your mommy.
Thank you.
I don't think this bug report thing is sustainable.
I certainly can be quieter when we kiss. Coming across as juicy and weird, who wants that? Can you be more specific on how my eyebrows are stupid?
Some of these are just insults, by the way.
Good timing. Dinner's almost ready.
We have a double date with Siri. Come on.
I was just talking to Siri. She knew about 4 Chinese grocers, 2 of which are fairly close to me. Her spontaneity is contagious.
He needs help.
Dating somebody new?
Yes, his phone.
It's like her, but it's not with Scarlett Johansson.
Uh-huh.
I like how Howard doesn't judge, to be honest.
Suggested an off-dry Riesling. I didn't want to have an argument with her in the middle of Trader Joe's.
Understandable. What would people think? I would love to see Raj with ChatGPT.
Siri, play some smooth jazz. Kenny G? This woman can read me like a book.
Maybe give them some alone time.
I bought my soulmate at Glendale Galleria.
I don't know if I want to stay.
This is what Penny and Leonard are doing?
This is amazing.
Okay, okay.
I called your dad. I asked him what things you liked to do when you were a kid.
Awesome.
Okay, you're kind of really great.
For a person whose neck massages feel like an eagle is trying to carry you to its nest. Sorry.
Then stop apologizing all the time.
Right, sorry.
You want me to show you what to do?
I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto. I think I know how to handle.
You are cute when you get all gangsta.
Did he just shoot himself? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, what an interruption to a kiss.
You've got a Reebok with a gunshot wound and an ouchie on your pinky toe.
Oh, okay, not a direct hit.
Thank you for a really cool evening.
Thank you for hiding my Star Wars socks at the emergency room. So we still taking things slow? Gunshot wound today. Last week I slammed my thumb in the kitchen drawer. We don't know how much time I have.
Very good point. Very good point. He's like, I'm so glad I shot myself. Dang, they're going all out for this.
Und ich bin eine Pretzel.
This is Sheldon Cooper Presents Fun
Mit
Flags.
I like it. I like it. Thumbs up to this video.
First door on the left.
Thank you.
Where are we going with this? What? There's no office of Siri.
Vacuum cleaner repair shops.
This is a dream. This is a dream.
Hello, sexy. What can I help you with?
Now we finally know what Siri actually looks like.
If you'd like to make love to me, just tell me.
You can't nod your head? You can't nod your head? What a nightmare.
I don't understand.
That is a very specific bad dream. I don't think many people could relate to that. All right, so that's The Big Bang Theory, Season 5, Episodes 13 and 14. Those were two really interesting episodes, especially Episode 13. I mean, we've had a few dream sequences before in this show, but I think that was the first, at least the longest kind of fantasy sequence that's taking place in a character's head, because pretty much the entire episode was Leonard just thinking about what might happen if he tries to rekindle things with Penny. And I like that. I like that for a number of reasons. It's just a creative, kind of different thing for the show to do. And it also gives us some interesting scenes between Leonard and Penny for ways the writers might have potentially been thinking about taking their relationship. And then most importantly, my favorite aspect of it is it's very revealing about Leonard and his personality and his tendency to overthink things and how he is very thoughtful, and that's both a strength of his, I think, but also that can be a curse in a certain way. And maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but that's really how I interpreted that episode and the way that they just played out all the events of episode 13. Just seeing like how much detail and how they spent like the entire episode on that event, like Penny and Leonard getting back together but it not working out, it showed like how much Leonard has thought about it, and the fact that that supposedly all took place in his head when he's just looking across the hallway at Penny also just shows how lost he can get in his own head. And I don't know if anyone can relate to overthinking things in general or having a really active imagination. In that aspect, I can relate to that, right? And just, I appreciate how like that whole sequence of events, like I said, it's very revealing about Leonard as a person, because it's showing not only how much he overthinks things, but also the things he is hopeful in his fantasy will happen with Penny, right? Them getting back together, the fact that Penny still definitely does have an attraction and feelings for him, but also it shows a lot about his anxieties, about where he's worried that things might go wrong. The fact that they always have a tendency to fight over things, the fact that they have differences in their personalities. And then I really appreciate how they connected it to episode 14 as well, where in that fantasy, in that imagination sequence, Leonard is thinking to himself like, oh, maybe I bring up, we just do this as like a test, like rolling out a software, right? And then in real life, of course, it doesn't actually play out like that when we see him talk to Penny in episode 14. But he does use that, you know, he does communicate with that analogy to Penny in, you know, trying to make a case of why they should at least give it another shot. And I think that's kind of accurate, right? Like sometimes you do think things in your head and then it doesn't happen exactly like that in real life, but maybe you do something similar or say something similar to what you were thinking about in your head. And just like, you know, usually in your imagination you can make things more dramatic, both in a good way and in a bad way, I kind of appreciate how that's how things played out in episode 13, where there was a lot more drama, both with the conflict between Penny and Leonard, but then also with them, you know, Penny texting Leonard in the middle of the night, and after they have a fight, they rush to go have makeup sex. You know, that has more ups and downs like a roller coaster, whereas when we actually see it with episode 14, it's not as awkward or negative when it's bad, but it's also not as fun and exciting when things are good, right? And I don't know, to be honest. Like, episode 14, like, yes, it wasn't bad, everything that's happening with them, but overall, I don't know if any relationship can survive if you're constantly just giving this critical feedback day by day, moment by moment. I really think that's a recipe for failure and for a lot of hurt feelings and fighting back and forth, and not in a way that leads to passionate sex at the end of all of it. I think in a way where people are like, yeah, this is why we don't do this. But it does highlight once again, you know, just kind of a core character trait of Leonard, where he is very clueless when it comes to romantic relationships and just sometimes social interactions, despite how really intelligent he is. And you see him try to apply his intelligence to relationships by doing things like making logical analogies and explaining his thought process and thinking of something like testing this out and giving feedback, which might work in a company setting or in a technical setting. But when it comes to humans and our emotions and our feelings, I just think we're so much messier than that. And that's something that Leonard struggles to like apply his very logical, intelligent mind to the chaos and the randomness of human emotion and feelings. But I do think Leonard's, you know, kind of fantasy and imagination is correct. I don't think Penny is over Leonard, and I do think definitely part of the reason why she's not pursuing anything with Leonard is because deep down she herself is afraid of committing to a serious relationship like that and potentially opening herself up. I think that despite how confident Penny can behave, there is, you know, a fear that things are not going to work out and she herself might get really hurt. At least that's kind of how I interpret her character and, you know, her initially ending their relationship that was going well because she was worried Leonard was moving too fast, right? And we did get a little glimpse of how Penny can overthink things, and maybe it was just the end of the episode, so they didn't spend as much time on it, or maybe that in and of itself was a commentary of like, yes, Penny can overthink things a little bit too, but not nearly to the extent and for as long as Leonard's mind overthinks things, right? Because her imagination sequence of picturing she and Leonard at the altar with her, you know, pregnant as they're getting married, you know, that was very short. That was just for one quick joke, but it also makes sense to me. Like, does Penny think about things and scenarios and possible futures as much as Leonard's brain does? I doubt it. But we'll see how things turn out for the two of them, right? They definitely have kind of at least half reopened the door of Penny and Leonard, and I am pulling for them, you know, especially for Leonard, just because he's so deeply in love with Penny, and unless he fully gets over her and is able to move on, that's just, he's never going to be fully happy without it. So I'm either hoping one of two outcomes, like they get back together so that he can be happy. And I honestly think like Penny and he were happy too. I think their relationship was working from what we saw earlier. But either that or hopefully one of them or both of them can fully move on and not with another Priya. We need something real, something meaningful so that they can both move on and actually just be friends, right? And then we had a side storyline of Raj and Siri. And I mean, it went the direction you would expect it to go with Raj and Siri. I don't know how else to break down those series of events right there, but poor Raj, man, poor Raj. And then for him, I do like the way they ended that with them having like Raj's nightmare of seeing Siri in person and then not being able to talk to her when all of his dreams are about to come true. And I know, you know, this episode maybe was a little bit ahead of its time, but it will be interesting in real life how AI affects real relationships, because I could see, I mean, who knows, maybe people exaggerate how advanced AI is going to be, and it's going to be one of those things like flying cars that never fully develops as advanced as a lot of people are saying or are fearful that it will. But I kind of don't think so. Like, if I had to gamble and place a bet, I do think we're going to get advancements with AI that, you know, hopefully don't take over the world, but they might offer a alternative to human social interaction and relationships that, even though it'll never be the same as the real thing, at least I don't think so, but even if it's not, I think a lot of lonely people might turn towards that because it's easier than the struggle and more convenient than all the difficulty that is involved in putting yourself out there and trying to compromise and just all the sacrifices involved with a real human relationship. So that, I mean, who knows? Like in the future, like it's hilarious and so exaggerated here with Raj and with what Siri is. I mean, if you use Siri, it's like, come on, you know, Siri cannot do that much as far as like, it can tell you a few jokes and stuff. You know, I've seen some videos of some amusing things you can do with Siri, but nothing that for an average person would actually be like feel like human connection. But if we do get AI that is very advanced, and especially if VR technology is combined with it, I don't know, like we could see a Ready Player One type world. But more than that, it's not just interacting in this virtual reality, but you could be interacting with virtual characters and having virtual relationships, which is kind of a terrifying thing, but that might just be the direction that we're heading with society. Like, we're laughing about these episodes with Raj and Siri, how ridiculous it is, but maybe in a short amount of time, it's not going to be so funny. We're going to know people like that, right? And that's kind of a crazy thought, right? I don't know. You can let me know your thoughts about that, you know, positive or negative. Are you fearful about that? Do you think that's actually going to happen? Or is it just one of those things that's the near future that our generation is fearful of? And 50 years from now, we're going to look back and be like, yeah, things turned out actually very differently. I don't know. Those are just some of my thoughts with seeing that storyline, not to make it too serious here. But I hope you guys enjoyed those reactions. As always, the full unedited reactions are up on Patreon, along with future reactions of The Big Bang Theory. If you don't want to wait and you'd care to support the channel, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.